Welcome everybody to look at the seventh and final main feature film from the Radical Japan Cinema and State box set. So it is 1972's Dear Summer Sister. So this is the drama, clocking in at 95 minutes long. Stars the likes of Lily, just only the first name there, who was in the likes of The Execution Game. And finally we've got the likes of Taiji Tonoyama, Rocco Tora, Akiko Koyama, and Kai Saito, who have all been at least in one film in this box set before. A few of them have been in a couple or more as well. So yeah, 14-year-old Sanako travels from Tokyo to Naha, Okinawa with her father's young fiancée Momoko in search of a half-brother whom she has never met. Their guide, a beer-guzzling ex-soldier, takes them to the locale's tourist attractions, quickly delving into the underlying scars of the island's wartime history. So although the majority of this is fine in its execution, the plot and its characters are unfortunately just not interesting enough to make this a thoroughly engaging enough of an effort. That said, the cast, the cinematography, pacing, character interactions, and score are all solid enough. There is also some effective thematic weight to it, in particular the erasure of the identity and history of Okinawa, which is depicted by the fact that we are told a lot about the island but see actually very little of it. So obviously Okinawa has come at the time more of a military base for the US than anything else, and yeah, that seems to have been a crucial part to the erasure and identity of Okinawa. They talk about a lot about how many sex workers, for instance, are working in the area purely to be supplied to the American armed forces, and how that has kind of eroded part of the history. And yeah, it's a thematically weighty in that regard, but yeah, I just wish there was a bit more thematic weight anyway. Regardless of that, certainly in terms of any of the characters and such. So yeah, it's just a little bit of an underwhelming effort overall, and certainly not the kind of film I'd want to end this box set on, which has had a little bit of a hit and miss rate to it overall. I will give this nonetheless 3 stars out of 5, just purely because most of it is well executed. I just wish the plot and the characters were a little bit more interesting, but still, it's overall solid enough. And yeah, I haven't certainly hated this box set by any means, but I would have liked it to have ended on a little bit more of a high. That said, we do have a high definition digital transfer of the film exclusive to this limited edition. So that says to me that this isn't going to be given a single disc release, like they have done with other box sets where they release the film separately. So I don't imagine this will get its own release on its own. Um, and it's got uncompressed mono PCM audio. I will say that the quality of the film in terms of the transfer isn't the best either. Not sure if it's just because of the way the film was shot or anything like that, but yeah, it doesn't look the best. Certainly doesn't look as great as previous films in this box set. And we also have an introduction by Japanese cinema scholar Ri Tsukunaga, clocking in at 23 minutes long from 2025. Newly improved English subtitle translation as well. And yeah, the reversible sleeve artwork is based on designs by distributor ATG's magazines. So yeah, decent enough effort, but not the high that I was hoping the box set would end on. So the box set overall has, like I said, been quite hit or miss. The first case with the first 3 films started off really well with The Catch and Death by Hanging, which got 3.5 and 4 out of 5 respectively. But then it took a bit of a nosedive with Diary of a Shinjuku Thief, which is comfortably my least favourite in this box set, getting 2 out of 5. Picked up a little bit then with the second case with Boy, which got 4 out of 5. Definitely one of my favourites from this release. But then it took a nosedive again with The Man Who Left His Will on Film. I actually can't remember how much I gave that. Was it 3 or 3.5? Can't remember. And then picked up again a little bit with The Ceremony, which again got a 4 out of 5. But then Dear Summer Sisters also gone back down to 3 out of 5. So yeah, overall I'm going to give the box set 3.5 out of 5. Death by Hanging, Boy, and the ceremony are definitely the highlights in this box set for me. And there are obviously plenty of physical extras to this to admire as well. The new artwork, the box itself, which is really rather nice, and then obviously the massive booklet that we got with it as well. Um, but yeah, overall, not as impressed by this box set as previous box sets from Radiance. Maybe it's just a case of quantity over quality. I'm not sure. They basically had a lot of films to choose from, and they've gone for as many as possible. But yeah, at the end of the day, if I'd have paid £75 for this outright, I would have been probably been highly disappointed by it. Luckily, it was part of the membership, so yeah, I haven't effectively paid for it. But yeah, I might well just sell the box set and then just keep an eye out for the single disc releases of Boy, Death by Hanging, and the ceremony, and buy them separately and just have them as their own thing rather than keeping this box set. Because, like I said, yeah, Diary of the Shinjuku Thief, The Man Who Left His Will on Film, Dear Summer Sister, a little bit underwhelming, quite frankly. The Catch was decent, no doubt about that, but it still came below the other three that I gave 4 out of 5. And a couple of short films, well, the short film and the short sub-hour documentary were decent, but not mind-blowing and certainly not needed a necessary viewing. I felt like either. So yeah, it's a decent box set, but not the highlight of the year, quite frankly, from Radiance Films, unfortunately. So yeah, but if you have seen Dear Summer Sister, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Maybe I'm just not getting enough from it, or not understanding certain elements to it. But regardless, didn't find the plot or the characters interesting enough to be engaging. So yeah, that's just the way it goes. So yeah, final film in this box set, obviously. So therefore, final film probably from Radiance Films we'll be looking at this year. This will be taken into consideration when it comes to the physical award nominations, by the way, because it did come out in November, and I have watched them now before the winners are announced. So yeah, but still, I don't think it's going to rank particularly highly against other films that Radiance Films have done, and it might well hinder them in terms of their overall nomination in the best label category as well. So yeah, who knows? It's all going to come down to my general feelings at the end of the day, and yeah, my general opinions, because I bought these films, I've seen these films, and yeah, I have thoughts and views on each individual release, regardless of quality overall. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.